Light star. Okay, both of those guys we know you could have won a Super Bowl with. All right, and Caleb Williams is Joe Platt. Joe Klatt, who calls the college games for Fox with Gus Johnson, he says he's a better prospect than Trevor Lawrence or Joe Burrow. Caleb Williams. Okay. You dangle Dak Prescott, who's still got many. By the way, I bring up the Bears. I didn't touch the second pick because the Commanders, they're not going to trade in division. That's not going to happen. But the Bears, with the ready-made defense, plenty of cap space, you put a Micah Parsons level player with those players that they already have on defense. Edwards, they got some back-end players. With that young team that can elevate the eyes of a Matt Eberflus would get huge. Then you turn around and give them a Dak Prescott, a ready-made playoff quarterback. All right. And the only thing you got to give up is that one pick and maybe a future second-round pick. These guys aren't locks. But we know that Micah Parsons is a top 5 talent, is an all-pro T.J. Watt level talent, maybe a better athlete than T.J. Watt. Okay? And then you give him a starting quarterback. This takes a lot of cap relief off of the Cowboys, who are not getting to the Super Bowl this year. But you still have a young, ready-made team around them. Say they do get a Caleb Williams or a Drake May. This team can compete next year in 25 to get to the Super Bowl and win it. No first-year quarterback has. They're a playoff team. They're a playoff team with this rookie quarterback, with the weapons around him. They're a Super Bowl team in year 2. They'll have a lot more money to spend. They'll also have their first-round pick, Dallas would. All right. And they're not going to have to spend $50-60 million for Dak. Are you kidding me? He's got a good agent. And the agent knows that Jerry Jones is gullible enough to sign it. Now, I know they're not going to do this, but I'm an armchair general manager, folks. I'm an armchair general. That's what I would do. You say, well, what about New England? Okay, Jared Mayo. New England's got a lot of money under the cap as well, 40-50 million. Means no, never mind. With that disastrous press conference he had, he's also, the clock is ticking on him about 3 years and he's done. They're a playoff contender next year with the guy like a Dak Prescott and a Matthew Judon, with the Micah Parsons, with that kind of coaching by Mayo. They would be competitive with Miami. They would be competitive with Buffalo, who's going to be losing players because they don't have any money. They're paying Allen a ton. You know, they would be able to absorb those salaries, see. Plus, they would still have their second-round pick and other picks around them. You giving up one pick, maybe a fourth-round pick too, and a future second. But you're just one pick really of importance. You're going to get your second and third round this year anyways. You'll still have some more money. They can, when they extend Dak, they can get that number way down. They get that number way down. $18 million to $22 million ain't a big deal to New England like it would be to a Dallas who's already got going to have some cap issues, you know. But that would save Mayo, and it would buy him some time because he's going to get the playoffs next year. That's what he's thinking, you know. But preferably, I would really shoot this towards the Bears, see. And I tell you what, Eberflus, the fans might not like it, but the coaching staff, they're looking at that talent that they've already got on defense. They're looking at the talent that they've already got around. So you're putting Dak Prescott with DJ Moore. All right. You're putting him with Cole Kmet. You're putting him with a just as good offensive line with right. That's why I think, and of course, you're going to get a player. Some say they can get a first round for Justin Fields. I think they would be fortunate to get a second round. So they would still get other picks, and they still got plenty of money. But they have a ready-made quarterback and a game changer at defense. That's something I would think about if I'm Dallas, and I wouldn't hang the phone up if I'm New England. Those defensive-minded head coaches, Jared Mayo, again, Matt Eberflus, who I thought would be fired this year, they would listen. They would listen. Because, and, you know, the Cowboy fans will think I'm crazy, but they have a ready-made team. You could put a young quarterback with a ready-made team. Brock Purdy got the 49ers to the NFC Championship as a rookie with the ready-made team. All right? It sounds like a win-win to me. It's something that I would consider looking into. Because Dallas ain't going nowhere, man. They're not going anywhere with that. You know? So, anyways, food for thought. Jerry Jones wouldn't do it in a million years if his life depended on it. But hey, like I said, I like to play armchair general